Hello and welcome. Right, I don't really like talking politics about Warhammer, but this Vice one has come up, and I think this is showing more of the echo chamber, which is on the anti-feminist side. I'm not feminist by any means of the word. I'm more centralist right. But I want to talk about this because it's interesting to see how people are deliberately making it political when it really isn't. It is Vice. We spoke to female fans about their passion for the game, whether its male-dominated landscape is changing. Fair enough. Right, first person they speak to is Emily. As you can see, I don't know if this is happening, this is a new program I'm using, I do apologise. And she says, for me personally, the main aspect of the hobby that I enjoy building is and painting them, and seeing them come to life. It's really relaxing. The Hell Pit Abomination pictured below, which is absolutely fantastically well painted, by the way, I do like it. It took me a day and a half. I love the look on people's faces when they see these fully painted creatures. Sometimes that makes sense. So she enjoys the hobby and she enjoys painting and building. Fair enough, right? Now, her issue is with some of the sculpts. Yeah, some of the older sculpts, you know, big boobs, big tits and all that bollocks. Yeah, okay, that's her issue. She's like, welcome to it. And she said it should be changed for 2019. Honestly, that's just an opinion. I mean, she's not saying it needs to be changed. She said, but it's not like when 2019. If they would have tweaked them slightly, I think it would be more appealing. That is just an opinion. That is not forcing an opinion. That is just her saying that, you know, she'd like to be a bit of a change. Okay? She's welcome to that. Okay? So good for her to say that. Okay? She also thinks it will benefit them more if they did surveys by women. Honestly, I think it's a bit stupid because it's going to be not as big. And probably we'll still get the same result which we have now. It's like, yeah, we're quite happy. Jasmine's next. She's painted a cave drake. I kind of like it. It looks a bit like a toy, but it does need a bit of shading, in my opinion. But that's just me, and I'm crap at painting anyway, so take that for what it's worth. Alright, this is her cave drake. It looks super cool. It does. It's a nice looking model. It gave her the license to use her imagination. Use any colour. Fair enough. The game itself has played a really important role during hard times in my life. Something I can actually empathise with, which is rare enough for me anyway. And it's helped her personally. She loves how everyone is accessible. She's got no issues with it. I mean, that is literally the worst thing a feminist article like Vice could say, or even put forward. Right? How everyone is really accessible and being close to games designer. Yeah, right? She says she's not treated differently from men. We're all playing the same game, all having the same chances and potential to win, and on and off the table, I'm treated fairly and have no problems. That said, it would be really nice to have more girls play. Fair enough. That's just an opinion, and that's nothing else. She would like to have more women playing. Fair enough. I would like to see more players too. Male, female, who cares? As long as they enjoy the game and don't cheat. I don't give a flying fuck. Next is Georgie. I've always loved fantasy genre and fiction. Fair enough. She's always liked it, right? She started Warhammer around 6 months ago, so she's pretty new. And she has been nothing but welcoming. Whether it's the physical Games Workshop shop or Instagram, you know, she's been welcome. It can be difficult with any male-dominated theories, but this isn't something she's personally experienced. Now, again, this is interesting because she's saying she's not experienced it, and she says there's lots of females getting into the hobby too, which is awesome. Again, more players, it's more fun, and there's a supportive female network. Okay, this is again everyone in the community has made you feel accepted. I haven't felt uncomfortable being a female hobbyist. Again, I want to say that everyone in the community that she has spoken to has made her feel accepted. And she's never felt uncomfortable. Actually, seeing this on a bigger picture, it does look a lot better than on my phone. It does look pretty good, I must admit. I like the gold on that. But when I saw it on my phone, I didn't quite like it. Now I can see it better. So, Nova. Right, she's painted an Ultramarine. And she's proud of him. She hasn't painted Space Marines a long time. She's done a lot of competitive. She started in 5th edition, it was about 10 years ago. 63 wins, 6 losses. Actually, honestly, Super Space Marines were quite OP back then, so I can see that happening. And they usually get shocked when people get tabled on turn 3. Yeah, that happens with almost anyone, male, female. You table them before the game ends, yeah, they're going to be shocked. Sometimes you get some interesting actions where I get overshadowed by men's opinions. Okay, this is something I do. This is basically a feminist comment. Overshadowed by men's opinions. Honestly, she needs to add a bit more context to that. Is it just men, or is she made an opinion which other people disagree with? and just want to discuss her opinion, which happens a lot in the Facebook groups. It's never been really nasty or aggressive. It's been a bit banter. It's been people stating their opinion and where people are wrong or where people are correct. You know, the banter goes back and forth. It's actually quite good. And I've never seen anyone assuming your lack of knowledge or ability. I mean, if you've been into it a long time, like 10 years, they're not going to question it that much. And she says she needs to prove people wrong. That's her. That's all down to her. That's not women. And if she's wrong, it's not. It's women. I think she's taking a lot of context out of this, because if you read any of the Facebook pages, you'll see, or groups, you'll see there's a lot of banter back and forth, and people will state their opinion on certain models, paintings, you know, law, etc., etc. And yet, it really doesn't matter. I mean, you get things wrong, fair enough. You get things right, fair enough. The only thing is that you learn or you don't. Now, if you're thinking someone's picking on you because you're a female, that's your problem. Going back to the last two who have said they have had no problems with women, and all of a sudden this one was like, oh yeah, I'm often overshadowed by men's opinions. You're either overshadowed because you're wrong, or it's mainly men. So you're not going to really do much. Okay? I'm sorry, but I think you're just whining. And that's it. Kristen, she does Lord of the Rings. Is that cheating, to be honest with you? That's like two communities. That's Lord of the Rings and Warhammer. Bit of cheating, I reckon. She likes the Lord of the Rings. The biggest thing she's noticed is that she finds Games Workshop stores uninviting. Okay, that's her opinion. She doesn't like going into them. I don't really like going into shops, but I do like going to Warhammer shops because I feel really comfortable there. And I like it, to be honest with you. There's a lot of banter, a lot of chat, and people get really to it. And she gets a weird vibe. It's not just a great experience for many people. I like how she said that. It's just not a great experience for many people. She has not gendered it. She has not said many women. She has people, which is true. Because of the nature of the hobby, where people like to talk about it, and people like to chat. If you're new, or you don't go in that often, you're not going to know people, and you're going to feel uncomfortable because it's very much a community and a friendly group, where people are going to talk about something you're not quite know about. So, honestly, that's their choice. And she says in some hobbies, again, she says some hobbies, she has not specifically said Warhammer, and I got to say that, like, you can get a lot of negativity around women. This is true. And their accomplishments. I don't know. If their painting sucks, their painting sucks. Accept your advice and move on, alright? It's very simple. But reception online in the middle of communities has been great. I think it's just the kind of people that like Lord of the Rings really are all good for. The same with Warhammer. Most people who do Warhammer are great people. They're great to chat to. Often we don't like talking outside to people, but, you know, that's my opinion. Take it as you like. And, you know, when we get there, we like to talk about Warhammer. She says different people have different experience in the hobby. But again, it's true, people. As I say, doing life. This woman has made an opinion of not actually saying, at the moment, we'll read on in a minute, that it's Warhammer. It's saying every hobby has these issues. And she is making a very clear statement on this, and I like it, okay? And it's interesting to see how hobbyists who are in the minority approach Warhammer and interact with miniatures, but don't always really represent them. Okay, if it doesn't represent you, that's bollocks, right? It's fantasy. I mean, I'm not a fucking elf, and nor are you, so why are you being misrepresented by an elf? You play elves. Well, I don't actually know if she's saying this, because I think this is actually, yeah, this is actually the actual right now. See, this is what I mean. This is what the problem comes in. The people who they speak to are saying, actually, the community is pretty good. They never have many issues. They want some aesthetic changes, and they state their opinion, which they're welcome to. Okay, and now this is represent them. Ultimately, fuck off, right? It says evidently some players have less of a problem with it than others, but it doesn't mean it's not there. Well, duh. I mean, you're gonna get dickheads. It's the fucking internet. What do you expect? Alright? You're gonna get dickheads online. Very simple. Miniatures and attributes of Warhammer are slowly coming in the 21st century to represent and include everyone who plays. Bollocks. It doesn't. It represents people who are superhuman, or aliens, or elves, or dwarfs. Because I'm going to go back up in a minute, because I want to pick out something about with Ben Sledge, because he's been a bit of a dick, to prove my points. Warhammer holds a brand new and eagerly anticipated system about... Eventually, it's not brand new, it's actually old, you twat. This is what I mean. This is where advice goes with. The people they interview, fantastic. I like it. Alright? They've literally stated a very, very open opinion. They've said what they like, what they don't like, and they've made it as an opinion. This is where he's going wrong. Eagerly anticipated. This is a battle for an all-female order of fighting spacemen. Perhaps that's it to start. They are an old army. They have been going on about 20 years. Just that have been released in plastic, which everyone's excited about. Fair enough. As again, I want to go back to what he said at the start, and I deliberately missed it out to the end. Because this just shows you why Vice are dickheads. Because when even the people they interview disagrees with them, they have to somehow say they are wrong. Okay, let's go to the start. Here we go. Whether you're a nerdy collector, see straight away an insult. A friend dared you. Why would anyone dare you? It's like, oh my god, look at that geeky shop, let's go in there. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, there was an honest mistake while you were looking for a copy of Call of Duty. That's actually why they changed the name for a shop. It used to be Games Workshop, now it's Warhammer Shop. They changed it for what? That was one of the reasons they changed it, because people were getting confused. And chances are, once inside the high street home of Warhammer, you noticed it was probably exclusively by men. Men who look remarkably similar to the dwarves they were painting. Well, dwarves are actually, I don't think I've ever seen anyone paint dwarves actually, to be honest with you. Anyway, but to see what I mean, he's trying to frame this as it's men who are dirty, greasy, greedy, and all that nonsense, right? Yet the women he's talked to have said pretty much they've not had any issue with it. Some people find it uncomfortable. They've stated their opinions of what they don't like, what they do like, and it's all good. It's entirely up to them. And you know what? I wholeheartedly hope they get to voice his opinion more. But he wants to say this as because, oh my god, I need to make this a feminist statement. Even though the people they've interviewed are actually in pretty much disagreement to what people like Vice and these millennial journalists want to push. And he's really, and I can't say he, because this is fucking stupid, because he's a male feminist, someone who looks like they're going to commit rape on a daily basis. Most fucking male feminists do, they sound and look creepy. And he's framed this to make it look bad for men. And he says he does, well, and for like 2 out of 5 says there is no gender split, they're quite comfortable. One says actually the online community of Lord of the Rings is actually very friendly, though she feels uncomfortable going into stores. But again, that could be, she never actually says a reason why she's uncomfortable, which is quite interesting, because there was no reason. She just says, I feel uncomfortable going into the stores. Okay, I feel uncomfortable going into many stores, but that's me. Okay, so there is no context. Just saying a woman feels uncomfortable going into a Games Workshop store, he is trying to say it's because it's men, even though she doesn't state it's men. And like I said, this is, and one says that she's not keen on the female aesthetics, that it should change and be more updated to, you know, today's standards. Okay, that's her opinion. She's not forcing it. She is not saying it has to be done. And the other one says it would be nice to have more women work and more women asked about it. Fair enough. These are opinions. And they're open to them. They've not actually said that men are a massive issue. None of them have actually said that they feel that men are like, ew, nice tits. Oh, let me grab that ass. Which you hear a lot on Tumblr. Okay? No. And this is what the writer has tried to push, and he has failed magnificently at this, because almost all of them disagree with the split. Some of them say that they're not keen on aesthetics. Some have said that they don't feel comfortable in the stores, but none of them have mentioned about any split between the two of them. And again, he has fucked up, and he won't admit it, because feminists won't, that this piece he has written is pretty much all in itself destroyed its own narrative. And anyway, agree, disagree, I don't care. Like, subscribe, all that good thing. I'll speak to you soon. I will try to do more videos, but I've not been well, and I really do apologise.